Hello, I'm Councilman Mark Cuthbertson. I'm delighted to be here with Lenney Peters III to talk about the annual Lenney Peters Golf Tournament for youth here in the town of Huntington. It is scheduled this year for June 25th with a rain date of June 27th, and we are so excited. We have two divisions for young people to play in the tournament, and really want to give our thanks to all the people here on the staff that are helping out with, and in particular to our chief sponsor, Nefq, and also to Uncle Giuseppe's, who is kind enough to be providing the food this year. A little bit about the Crab Meadow Golf Course in Huntington. It is really beautiful. It's 18 holes on the water. It opened in 1965, and in 1968, your grandfather, Lenney Peters, started a tournament here for youth. Tell us a little bit about your granddad and his history here in the town when it comes to golf.
He was one of the pioneers where golf was very important, not just to the community, but also obviously to the youth. He started this decades ago, and it ran for a number of years. It's good to see that it has came back, and it's here to promote golf for all the youth that's out there, especially in the local area. And I'm just proud to see it back and to be a part of it again.
Yeah, and you contacted us to come in, and we appreciate that. So now, your granddad was not only the first pro at Crab Meadow, but he was doing double duty because he was also at the Huntington Crescent Club, right?
That's right. He started at the Crescent Club, and then he was also given the Crab Meadow to him. And that's where he started his reign with the Lenney Peters Jr. Golf Tournament.
Now, your dad also was in the golf industry?
He was in the golf industry also. He was a pro at a number of courses. And, you know, it's nice that we have three generations that were all in the golf industry. And
your uncle took over from your granddad, I guess, at Crab Meadow for a time period as well.
That is correct.
All right. So the Lenney Peters Tournament, what makes it so special, and what I've heard from so many people, is it was a town-wide tournament, a chance for kids who would play at municipal golf courses to compete against kids who were at private country clubs. So there was always a great rivalry there and a great spirit to it. And I've had so many young men and women, or older men and women at this point, approach me about the really fond memories they had. The tournament was really dormant for a number of years. There had been a lack of interest in it, and we resurrected it, and we did. The memories just kept come flooding back. I remember John Shobe, who was the head pro at the Huntington Crescent Club, told me the Lenney Peters tournament. I remember Lenney, who was my predecessor at the Crescent Club, but he said, remember, it's Lenney, not Lenny. It was very important, and it always got misspelled, and it's a little bit of a bugaboo there.
The reason why he did that is he wanted his name on the golf bag symmetrical, so he wanted 6 letters and 6 letters.
Wow.
So that was
was
the reason why there's the extra E in Lenney.
Oh, good. Yeah, so and you know, the tournament started out in 1968, and then I think around 1977, they added a female division, and a good friend of ours from the Huntington community, Barbara Pasilico, whose family obviously very active in the town of Huntington, was the first female champion, I'm told him. Barbara's a great friend to us. She's on our opioid task force, among other things. So your grandfather was a visionary there as well in trying to promote golf by females, and I think it was really terrific what he did there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's great to just see this resurrected and to be a part of it and to see all these kids come out and play golf and do their best.
Now, golf, I know for me, is a family thing. It's something that we can do together. We don't do it as often as we like, but tell us, you know, with your granddad, did he help you tinker with your swing? Your father help you with that?
Obviously, yes. My grandfather, when he would come back from the Crescent Club, he would see us practicing, and he was a perfectionist, and he had the textbook swing when it came to a golf swing. So he was always correcting us, and obviously growing up with my dad, who was a golf pro too, followed in his father's footprints and was teaching us the right way how to swing a club. So
it's an interesting bit of golf history too. One of your grandfather's predecessors at the Huntington Crescent Club a long time ago was Long Jim Barnes, who was a PGA champion. So one of his predecessors there was a PGA champion and was a tremendous player. And there's just great history here in the town of Huntington and great memories of this, and still great competitions to this day. We were talking back and forth. I think part of the reason the tournament went dormant is there were such great opportunities in the Met section for junior golf. There are tournaments all summer long that start and go into August and then build into actually a Champions tournament that they hold each year at Ardsley. I don't know what your experience was with youth golf, but you see it nowadays. There's great opportunities for youth golfers.
Absolutely. Golf has exploded. The industry is just huge right now, and seeing kids out there hitting the ball as far as they are is just great to see. You know, like something that my grandfather wanted to do is just promote golf and get them to do something instead of getting in trouble. So it's just a great sport, and it's a good challenge for any individual.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we see and we love with this tournament itself is you don't have to be a member at a private club. Kids who play at a municipal course can come here, get a sense of the competition. We encourage them after that to, if they really love it, go and play in the Met section here and the junior tournaments that are there. There are just great opportunities, and we have two beautiful facilities in Crab Meadow and Dix Hills to play golf. So it's a great opportunity. I really want to thank you a lot for being here. It takes us back down memory lane and connects it all for us. And it allowed us to do a bunch of research about your grandfather and the tournament and the evolution of the tournament. And we want to keep his name and that legacy going strong, because it just, each year it's building and we have more and more enthusiasm, and we're bringing back players from the past. I want to mention John LaRufa, who's a good friend, who's at Cold Spring Hills Country Club, who's just so enthusiastic, has donated money to this and helped us out, and other prior champions or people who participated who have come to me and said, geez, this is such a great thing that you're bringing it back. So thanks for bringing the legacy full circle.
Thank you for having me back, or having me here, and I'm thankful that you guys brought it back, and I hope to be here next week to see all the kids going out.
Great. So don't forget, June 25th, Crab Meadow Golf Course. We have a tee-off time at 1 o'clock for one flight, and then 2:30 for the 9-hole flight. 18-hole flight is at 1, 2:30 for the 9-hole flight. So important to emphasize that if you don't feel you're up to 18 holes, 9 holes is a great way to do this. June 25th is the date. June 27th is the rain date. Thanks again to our sponsors, NEFQ, and to our food sponsor, Uncle Giuseppe, for the great work that they do. Hope to see you all out there on the 25th. Thank you. And anyone interested, please, if you can, register online before at huntingtonny.gov/Lenney Peters, LENNEYPETERS, or show up that day. We'll be glad to accommodate you. Just show up, either playing the 18-hole or the 9-hole. Just want to have as many young people out there as possible.